Where's the Felix guy? So, what he's doing right now is, he goes by Pseudo on Discord, but he's called Johny. He's called, the guy's called Johny. If you, he's not here yet, so I'm gonna take a second to introduce you to why I wanted to do this fucking interview. Let me look up this YouTube today.
Oh shit, damn, you looking real cute. What's your name? Oh shit. I'm killing myself.
Yes, that fucking guy. That fucking guy. Okay, so, I'm gonna have him on in a sec. He's been real nice, and when we were talking about it, the reason why we're streaming so late is because he's living in a weird time zone, to me anyway, and he's going and he did a photo shoot today, to, you know, with his stuff, and then he's said that he's gonna wear that exact outfit. He's gonna try and put on the Felix outfit for us. So that's kind of nice, you know? Remember I saw a couple people last time when I interviewed Freddy, where I was like, holy shit. You know, Freddy's posted, like, on, like, trans subreddits and shit, and Finn's just been saying he, him, and being a dick the entire time, knowingly. And no, before we do any of these, like, interviews, as I am a professional interviewer now, I have standards and moral ethic code. What do you think I'm gonna get? I'm not gonna get fucking sued by the UN. It's fine. We always talk before, off camera and stuff. I straight up just pick my nose. Off camera and stuff, just to say, like, you know, hey, you know, am I getting all this right? Let me just get a brief idea, so I don't be offensive. So, we're doing good. I'm like Pew News, but for, interviewing. I'm Sean Evans from First Week, or from Hot Ones. I don't know. From Hot Ones First Week. I don't know. I need something like that. I need a thing. Someone will write me a thing. Tucker Carlson. Oh, that's someone I want to be. Definitely. That's definitely a role model of mine. Or that fucking old guy. The old guy. Who's the old guy? The old dude. The old interviewer guy. The really old one. Like the old one. Obama. No, not that one. Alex Jones. David Letterman. That's the one. Letterman. The old Larry King. Or Larry King. I'll be Larry King. That's better. I don't like this. This is a bad look. I don't like this look.
Say aluminum so we can laugh at you.
Aluminium, fuckhead. It's aluminium. And it's not aluminum. Aluminium. I mean, it's not. Okay, fuck you. It's not spelt like that. I know it's not spelt like that, but I don't care. That's the way I was raised to say it, and it sounds weird to say aluminum. Okay. I don't care. Some Americanisms get to me. The fuck, like, router. That shit got to me. I don't care, though. I'm gonna stick with aluminum. Aluminium. It's aluminium. Britain, rise up. Americans couldn't be bothered to pronounce the extra I. That's it. Turquoise? 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 That's a normal word. That's not different.
I believe we are having a
Aluminum.
Twitch baby
Aluminium.
tomorrow.
Oh? No way. Is it gonna be on 9 months? Hell yeah. Wait, which one of us is pregnant if your sub's 9 months? Am I the father or the mother? Because if so, I've got a lot of buns in the oven all at once. This is Johny. Welcome, Johny. Do you go by Johny?
Howdy.
Do you go by Pseudo? Do you go by Felix? Which
No,
one?
Johnny's fine. I'm
Johnny.
cool with that.
Fuck yeah. Hold on, wait. Hold on, 1 second. Sorry, this first. You've got a fucking ring light, but you don't have a camera?
I just ordered it.
Oh, but not a camera.
Much
Oh my
excitement.
god,
No.
Johnny. Let me
I
buy,
didn't think.
let me buy you a
I
camera.
bought like I got like a little adapter so I could use these headphones for my iPhone, but
Yeah, you're
didn't
wearing
think to
like
get a camera.
you're wearing like the headphones you get on an airplane. And you realize now that you're here, I've got to now.
it's over now.
You know, I've got to now compete with you as I have competed with Freddy. So at some point, chat's gonna go back on me and say that I look dumb and you look the better one. So I'm just
They're
preparing
it's
mentally
your
for that.
It's your stream, so they're just gonna be like.
It's
nah,
my
please.
stream, but I have no goddamn control of these gremlins. They do. I can't fight. They just call me an egg. They call me an
It just
egg, and they
means
say
that they love
Johnny's
you
better.
more.
Oh, I don't know. They're like. Oh, I don't like them. They're like that.
They know you, so they feel like they can be cute with you.
No, they're just no. It's pure hatred. I can sense it in them. They're just spamming egg because they. Oh, like a. One day I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna be like the Doom Eternal character, the Doom guy. I'm gonna go to town on.
Oh no, you're just gonna. It's just the bass is just gonna drop and it's just full guitars. All.
Not going to lie.
Oh, dude,
but
they're
you two
fucked
look
when the
very
music,
much
when the Doom
alike.
music starts.
Yeah.
All right, so the first thing, the thing that I've genuinely wanted to ask you for since we called, I kept almost asking you it in the first time we called. Cosplay. I really want to talk about it because I
love to talk about it.
Yes, I'm aware. What are you cosplaying as now, actually?
Actually, this is just I know how it sounds, but this is the OC for my idol group.
It's Twitch.
We made it up all by
powered
ourselves, so
spite
this is
and
funny.
malice, and it's one
So it's
purpose
got
is
lots
to
of
make
themes with like
people
bees and stuff like that.
suffer.
So
That's
yeah.
so cool. We've got to immediately talk about the posture check on Johnny. They want a posture check. That shit makes you sit up real quick when someone mentions posture, right? They're immediately
Yeah.
just. Wait, what? Okay, what are you wearing, Johnny? Oh, we'll both do a thing.
Okay.
Can you stand up or no?
Well, I'm very long, so
Me
if I
too.
stand up, it's just here's my midsection. You know, it's just
True. I've now got
Yeah.
like the room to walk around in where I'm in some plain black dress. I don't know what they. Oh my god, you're watching, but I probably.
no, I can't have it open unfortunately because my computer it doesn't like streaming. It's okay everywhere else, but whenever I stream, it crashes.
That's so odd. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, taller than 5. Wait, how tall are you? Who's
I'm
taller?
6 foot. 6 foot even.
1 inch tall, 1 centimeter taller than me, Johnny. That's
Just a
bullshit.
single centimeter. If
He's
you want an exact, I'm
0.1 of
177.
0.1 of an inch. Oh, I hate this. They're gonna call me short now. Okay,
That's all it takes. It's like the 5'11" boys versus 6 foot boys, and it's just
dude, towering over me.
yeah. Oh well, so we'll start all the way back to when it happened. It was at a convention called IkiCon, which is one of my favorite cons to go to. It's like winter and Christmas themed, so you see a lot of people dressed up in Christmas outfits, and it works really well for cosplay because everybody wears a lot of layers, so you know it ends up being very hot. So whenever there's a con that's very cold, it works out really well. So you can just kind of show your stuff.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Convenient.
IkiCon as a convention is just it's very fun. It's very open, and it's got a very big venue. Maybe not anymore. Just ever since COVID hit, it's just kind of, you know. But when it was going for the years that it was my favorite con to go to. And the reason was just how laid back it was. You know, like people would stay up until 4 a.m. and they get kind of tipsy, but
Yeah.
it's just a very free atmosphere. I feel like a lot of people that were bigger. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say I've heard good shit and terrible shit that's happened at various conventions. I'm not likening cosplay conventions to the furry con, but my god, have you heard the story of Rainforest and shit?
From what now?
Like there's like furry conventions where they absolutely destroyed the place and took many drugs.
Ooh, I've heard that, but you can't escape. Like furries go to.
I'm scared of
cosplay
conventions just
as well.
because of that, though.
They're everywhere.
I'm honestly scared of conventions as a whole, pretty much just because
don't
of
be
that.
afraid.
Oh
No,
my god.
No, it's worth going. Like if you it's really easy to see it. If that's happening, I've only seen that like once or twice out of the 30 plus cons that I've gone to, and out of the 30 plus
30?
cons that I've gone to, yeah.
Holy shit!
I mean,
that's
some of those
a
were
lot.
repeats.
Wait, I mean, still though, that's fuck me. I've been to 2 I went to Insomnia years ago, and I went to VidCon a couple years ago.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like, that's fucking nuts. Oh fuck, he knows about Rainforest. I know about all the furry conventions. You think I don't watch Internet Historian?
Rainforest.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. I thought you said rainforest. I was like,
Well,
oh.
See, that's
Okay.
that's the joke, right? That's the thing.
That's
And
the joke.
everyone's demanding
You
that
did
I
it,
switch to
boys.
a
It's the
show.
joke. I remember feeling that I had, I just felt good because whenever I looked at that video, it showed that I improved. Because there's a lot of things that come with just how you stand and how you posture yourself that really just like communicate the character. And whenever I saw people commenting about how they saw that through it, and they were just like, oh, he's just like the character because of like how he's moving and how he's just holding himself. And that made me feel really good.
That's nuts.
Um,
I'd never really thought about that aspect of like doing cosplay, because yeah, that's cool. I mean, I've seen people do voices and shit, but I've never like thought about the fact that you do like, you know, you did, in all fairness, you did do the thing with the hands and stuff down at your like what's, I don't know what that shit's called. That's the
it doesn't really have a name. It's just posturing. Like you just so I feel like everybody who's good at something is secretly a really big nerd about it. For like if you look at models, as beautiful and it's just like, oh, I cannot touch them as they are, they're just nerds about their bodies. And that's just what they are. Like,
That's
there's a
what
lot of
they know
things
well.
where they would probably brag to each other. It's just like, oh, you hold yourself like this, not like this. You know, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, you know. It's a lot of things where they just get excited over things that they study about. Some people do have a very natural way of, like, holding it. And I think my friends really have that. And I'm glad that I have friends like that where I can look at them and ask, like, why are you doing that? And it's like, oh, well, I don't know. That's just what feels natural.
Holy shit.
And it's not just with feminine cosplay, it's with male cosplay too. There's certain ways that characters stand that just gives a certain feeling, and that just kind of goes hand in hand to communicating a lot more than people think. Like, being able to see somebody's body and how they hold themselves really tells a story.
Hold on, again, I know it's weird because we talked a little bit before, but at the right, I'm guessing biggest question besides that, how that video came out. The cross-dressing thing. I asked Freddie when he was on. I'm gonna ask you, how the fuck does this ever happen? I swear to God, every time I talk to someone about it, there's always this weird story behind it. And it's the same with me. It's the same with Freddie. Oh, I will ask you the same.
Okay, well then, here we go. So it started with just cosplay. Me and my best friend at Violet Cosplay, we would just do all kinds of cool things. There's a lot of really cool characters that I liked to do, but it came to a point where we were watching ReZero. So it actually started with Felix. I'm sure a lot of the chat will be happy to hear. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, is Felix is in ReZero? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't. I just kind of like, oh, Felix from that one anime. Every time it gets
the
pulled
one
up
with the me.
Yeah. Okay. So it was,
but
that was like the first try. That was like the first one. Was that one?
Yeah. And well,
whose idea was that to do? Was that her idea or yours?
It was a mix of both, because what had happened, right, was we both liked ReZero, and we both wanted to cosplay from it. She had Amelia, a very pretty character, and I was stuck with, the boys TM. So I was like, well, at the time during season 1, I wasn't really feeling Subaru, and the only other characters that were in it had like very expensive props or a very expensive outfit. So I was like, well, what am I gonna do within like a week or two time frame for a con, which is con crunching. We were just kind of like putting things together. So I was like, well, the only other character that I can reasonably afford that's male technically is Felix. And I was never against the idea. I feel like I've always been kind of fluid about something if it regards kind of a theater aspect.
It's the fine art. It's the performance.
Yeah.
Yes, I get it.
I thought about things like that, and it was her who mentioned it. She was like, well, you could do that, eyes emoji. And I was like, you know what? Because she was the one doing my makeup. And I was like, you know what? That just sounds like a fun time. I'll buy a wig and we'll give it a try. And that was the only thing that I had to start with. And she was doing it for a while. And for a while I was like, it just it's not going to work. But then she just added a little blush, and then her eyes widened. And then she was just like, you should probably look in the mirror. Then I did that. And I was just like, oh. Dude. And so from then on, like, I'd just been adapting this cosplay for a really long time.
That's sick.
And it's just bit by bit kind of worked my way to the point that it is now. I'd technically been cosplaying Felix for like probably 2 years, but I hadn't had the confidence in my body to wear his blue outfit. I just wore like his night outfit, which is like a full body like suit.
Okay. Because
I didn't really think I had the body to match with that. Like I believed in my face after I saw that, but I didn't believe in my body. And so whenever I went out to IkiCon and I felt like as good as I did whenever I finally put it all on and that it worked out for me, it meant all that much more that would go viral out of anything. Like, I feel really lucky that out of anything would be the thing that people stuck to because it meant a lot.
Anywhere that they could support you, like, I guess,
Really?
yeah, the fucking dude, they like doing that shit. Like, I know you have Reddit, you have an Instagram, you have a YouTube, right?
Yeah,
Which
I
one
do have those
Which
things.
one do you like the most? Which one do you most want to promote?
Instagram is the thing that I want to promote the most because that's the thing I've been working on since forever.
Yeah,
I've been
seen your Instagram.
cosplaying
You've
since
got a lot of shit on there.
2012 or so, and I've been uploading on there forever.
Mm.
But that's where like all the meat of my stuff is at. So you can see all the stuff there
What's John's
that I've ever
PayPal
really
so
done.
I can donate
you know?
him too.
They
all
asked
right there.
They asked for your PayPal. Just go on
Well,
go onto your Instagram and go into your bio and just add like the PayPal email or like a Cash App. You'll be fine.
Well, I have
Capitalize on the success.
well, the thing is, no matter how many people that you accumulate, you can't make people pay you money. I mean, if you go out
disagree.
there,
I disagree, Johnny. I think there's
I
a
don't know,
lot
I
of
think-
people that could. You can just force them to. That's what I've done.
it doesn't feel natural. I don't want to be able to do
It feels
that.
perfectly natural to do such thing. I can show you how.
I'm cool with promoting, like if it's something, but I don't know. I don't want to like shove it in their face and be like, hey, well,
Give me this.
unless I'm
Make a
joking around a
Patreon.
lot of the time.
Go
Some of my funniest things, I'm just like, hey, give me money.
go the Patreon. I mean, like every cosplayer that I know, it would be. I genuinely think it'd be hard to. You might know a lot more, but I know from like just the really popular ones on like Twitter, shit like that. I'm mainly on Twitter. They all have like a Patreon or like an OnlyFans or some shit like that. Even like Patreon, you can just kind of upload the same thing you would on Instagram, right? And then
Patreon's a weird beast. I kind of don't want to touch Patreon just because it's a mixed bag. There's been more
Some people don't
problems
like
that
it.
like were really bad that cosplayers had to deal with that involved Patreon than something like coffee, where like problems that are like, hey, we leaked your information somewhere, or things like, hey, guess what? We're not paying you for half of these things for some reason for like a month down. You know, PayPal.
it's
or
hard
not
to
PayPal.
post. I've heard and shit on there.
Yeah,
too.
well, Patreon also is you have to like make. Well, you don't have to, but I feel like the thing that makes Patreon useful or like fun for people to participate in is you give them unique content every so month, or that you just kind of feed them unique stuff. And the problem with that is I can't really make constant content just based on how I do cosplay and where I'm at, because my best friend does my makeup and we just kind of like go
You gotta
thing
learn.
to thing.
You gotta learn the makeup, the art of the makeup,
Mhm.
dude. So
I've got it. I got some. I'm gonna practice with it, but
it is a pain in the ass, because it's one of those things that you try for the first time. You're like, wow, I'm bad at this,
Mhm.
and then you gotta get better. Like I've never seen anyone that does it well first try. I obviously did, but I'm a standout case. I was most things I try for the first time, I excel at. I'm the source of. I'm the best at that.
well, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people that have something they're just natural at, and people like me, I'm very awkward about how I do things, so I kind of have to just study and take a lot of notes. Like
Johnny,
I have notes
it's
everywhere.
so
I tell
wholesome how
people
you
like
believe my
over
lies.
things that should just be normal stuff.
Johnny, it's so wholesome how you believe my lies straight to your face. I'm
Oh,
not.
you're
I
lying?
was fucking
Oh.
terrible at makeup. Oh god, I pray that the pictures of me when I tried to do my makeup for the first time don't leak, because there are pictures. They're on my hard drive, but Chad has yet to get me drunk enough to fucking do it. To show them.
no.
Oh, a screenshot of my eyebrows from like when I first tried to do it. My god.
Oh, you know what that means, chat. You haven't got him drunk enough. You're gonna have to try a little harder. Sounds.
I barely drink.
Oh,
That's why I haven't
also
done a
what is
selfie
it?
for much time.
We were talking about how whenever you dress up is kind of like an art form. Technically, you've clearly been studying, because whenever I look at like the selfies that you have, there's things you've picked up.
Oh, dude, I improved.
Right.
I improved a lot.
Right. There's
I've,
a lot of things. Yeah.
the old one, watching the first video on the Finn channel. I implore you to watch that, by the way, for people watching.
Ooh.
I look way better now. I mean, in my opinion, I guess I did it a lot better. But it worked for then. The look worked for then, and I've improved. But then again, that's gonna happen if you do it every week for like months.
Yeah.
So it's
and that's what it is. Like, there's little things and isms that you pick up where like it's a mixture of what you know looks good for a girl and what you know what looks good for you, and so you just kind of marry them together.
So
just.
Are you? This feels almost late to ask, but are you fine with like? I'm gonna. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no.
Just buy a bloody Pixel 5 and be done with all your phone
No,
problems.
fuck you. I'm not gonna buy a Google Pixel 5. I don't care. Android bad. I don't care. The
Android bad.
Android bad. That's
It's
my
bad.
opinion.
I've had so many Android phones. I'm so happy to not have one.
Exactly.
I can say that it's bad.
bad Android. That's my real opinion. Okay.
The emojis are always so ugly.
They are. You know what? No, unironically, yeah. Android emojis suck. Sorry. Okay, there you go. That's my one real opinion out of what I said. Android emojis genuinely are hot garbage. Anyway, they look so terrible. Okay, I wanted to ask though on a slightly more serious note, but it leads into a different question I was going to ask. Right, what are you like?
Shoot.
From what we talked about, you identify as a guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you straight? Are you what? Are you?
So, I would say that I'm straight just because of who I date. I feel more comfortable dating girls, but it really just comes down to who makes me happy. Whenever somebody can make me smile, and it doesn't really matter how they identify. Most of the time, like I've been with other people. Yeah.
Holy shit. I don't know what that, there's a lot of labels and shit. But yeah, fuck it, dude. It's like I think I'm of the opinion at this point that I just like, whoever it doesn't like I'm not really bothered by fucking how anyone does anything, and like that's such like a cool way to look at it too. Just whatever you're into. But
yeah, it's just whatever like makes like
whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, it's a combination of those things.
Well,
I think the thing is that kind of turns me away from dudes, other than like some of the more obvious reasons, is just I don't know. It's just
I like how there's the obvious reasons, other than
the thing is that like I'm not like I don't know, like I'm not against the idea, but it's just girls seem to just know how to date better, and I feel like men are just there for the moment, and they're not really there for like the event, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's just how I've looked at it, and like how it's just like, oh, they're really like, it's kind of the difference between cats and dogs. You know, you love dogs because they're just excited to see it every day, but cats will love you for a long time, but you have to earn that.
I disagree. I mean, no, sorry. I mean the cats thing. I disagree with the cats thing. I've never met a cat that wasn't a demon. Maybe it's because I didn't earn their trust. But
well, maybe you should look at yourself and say, why do cats not like me?
I mean, it's because I keep kicking as every time I see them. That's what I do.
Ah, that could maybe.
That might be it.
Perhaps.
And happy birthday, Alex, by the way. As a guy, I take offense. But
okay.
Chat's gonna remind me. I'll tell them
about
it.
Go fund me for a better computer so they can stream.
Ooh. I mean, you can stream on. Wait, we'll talk. Okay, so that donor just said Johnny needs to get a GoFundMe for a better computer so they can stream. Would you ever want to stream, like live stream stuff?
I used to stream a long time ago. I didn't use my face or do any of that. I just thought that I should, whatever it was that I wanted to do, I wanted to come from my personality. So I just streamed a lot of the time like that, and then I didn't really get anywhere, but I had fun doing it. The only problem is that now, that was during a time I had a lot more free time, and I didn't really commit as much time to cosplay as I do now.
Yeah.
And especially now that I have a dance group, that little shelf of time that I had dedicated to that is now dedicated to dance practice. So it's just because
more active than me.
The thing that like makes me want to do something that was so alien to me before, like as hard as I tried to do it, is really it's just like cringe as a whole. Like because I don't want to be cringy, like the best way to motivate me to be better is like I know what I'll look like if I don't.
Yeah.
When you ask him what
That's
movie
the same shit with
rating he
this.
feels most comfortable
Yeah, and I
in.
have, luckily, I
Are
have
we
friends
talking
that
like
keep me
PG-13 or R?
obligated to do that, you know, and I feel like it's better for me overall to have this as a hobby than streaming. I want to do streaming, but I've told people that are just like, oh, you could do that and like you could dress up in cosplays, and even if I had like
It'd take a lot
makeup
of
skills
time,
to
though.
do it, but the thing is, like people like, you know, like you that really take it far, it becomes a big part of their identity, and it becomes like what they have to like. Okay, I have uni and I have the thing, you know, that's the main thing that I do for income and fun, and those are the things that like make me you know, get me around to do places. And there's cosplayers that have that, but you'll know if a cosplayer is a streamer because you'll see their Twitch like everywhere. It's just one in one. I cosplay and I stream. Like they do one after the other. There's like a friend that I made recently named Emily. She does a lot of cool stuff like that, but that's her whole, you know, it's just like Twitch cosplay, cosplay. And you have some other things.
There's like
to
a
do.
formula almost. It's like you see a lot of people that do cosplay mainly. That's how they got their following. They do Twitch for personality's sake, and then they have like a Patreon or OnlyFans. I'm not allowed to say the word.
Yeah,
something like that
OnlyFans.
for like money and stuff. I want to know like what's a good way to end off. I want a good question.
Can we
chat.
end on?
Yes, a
Yeah.
good note to end on. What do you think? John wished. I wished it was John Wick. My God.
You could ask about cosplay. You could ask about
Anything.
like my dance group. You could ask about, I don't know, like all those different things that I do that I put my effort into. My friends, how I got
Very
here.
wholesome. Yeah, fuck. I think we talked about so much of that stuff. The we talked about your. We've basically done like an origin story for you. I think. Which is really fun to do.
I've been unlocked.
Yes, all the great details have been unlocked of your story. Dance for us. Oh, can I have a?
Oh.
Can you whip? Can you nay? Can you?
Can I a little whip for
Oh
you?
shit! We got it, bud. All of the dance group. I was trained for that point. Okay, got it. I won't ask him his favorite hentai. I'll tell you mine later.
Okay.
The fuck is right on the last note to end off with. What a good question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I want to say no.
You know what? I agree. Wait,
Time.
where's my thing? I want to do a thing. There it is. I think that would be the correct answer. I don't think it is. I think it's its own separate whole thing, and that's.
I think it would need to be two halves and rather than one.
It's
full,
you know what the
like-
difference is for me? It's one piece
What?
of bread.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
if it was separated in the middle,
Exactly.
then it would
it's
be a sandwich.
'Cause
If
can
you
have
get two pieces of bread, like whoever does that, they get the two pieces of bread and the hot
Yeah.
dog in the middle. That's a sandwich. But if it's a bun,
it's
then
not a sandwich. No.
it's not a sandwich.
Thank you. Correct answer. Also, the real last question. You don't need to do this, but they're gonna ask. The Ahego face. You're too wholesome. I almost feel bad for asking, but fucking, they've had me do it. Try to do it. They've had Freddy do it.
No, does not work. It does not
Good.
work because my tongue is too like
I want
it's too flat. It doesn't work well. It doesn't look pretty.
That's exactly. Fuck, I couldn't put it any better way. That is exactly how I feel about it. It's not a point. I don't have a pointed enough tongue. I watched Belle Delphine on a podcast talk about that exact thing too.
It just doesn't work. Like, there's faces you can make that are just kind of like, you know, you can
Yeah,
make like
it's not
cute
good.
faces, and you can just kind of make like sedative faces. Like, I can kind of like
But the
like
Ahego
I
thing,
usually,
it's-
if I'm trying to be sexy, I just play into my teeth, like, because I have that little fang, and I play into that
Holy
usually.
shit, you do. You got a fucking fang. Holy fuck, that is.
The
What?
Egirl
Do that
girl
again.
voice.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Come closer to the camera. That is nuts. You're like a vampire, dude. What the fuck? That's nutty.
So usually, like, that was the thing that people like really were attached to from the Felix videos. It's just like, look, there he is. He's got the fang. You know, I'll
I
just be like,
haven't been
"Oh,
looking
I
at your
do."
teeth that entire time. Oh,
I
that's
got
nuts.
I got those kitten teeth.
I have the opposite. For some reason, I was like born without canines.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so fun little story. I actually asked into it to see if it was like a health problem for my dentist. So I was like, should they be this sharp? And she's like, okay, so first of all, it is healthy. I'm going to tell you why. You have a little bit of an overbite, which means that normally when you grow up, everybody's teeth that are like even with one another, you actually grind them in your sleep, and that's why your teeth will like become like flat like they are. Originally, everybody that like when they're born, most of the time, their fangs do grow that long, but because they're even with your other teeth, they don't actually grow that down. But because I have an overbite and the way that my teeth kind of fit into one another, it just kind of slides in front of it. So they just stay the same.
Is that what an overbite is? Where your front layer of teeth go over a little bit? That's what I have. Is that a thing? I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. It's just that's how everyone was. No?
Yeah, no, because some people like their lower jaw is a little more forward than.
I could have had fangs. I got like, dude, genetically I was fucked over. That's garbage. Oh, that's so upsetting.
I used to be really like self-conscious about my teeth because.
No, that's fucking cool.
And now it's cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, like people would be like, I thought you were wearing fake fangs the whole time. I'm like. For Kristoff from Frozen, like that doesn't seem to fit. Like if I could do something like that, then I would. But they always be there. I do wear fake fangs for some things. Like if I want them to be real long, I wear them for like demons and stuff. Like when I did Marshall Lee and Tom Lucitor from Star vs. the Forces of Evil, they got fangs. So like I had to like really play in.
It's so good right now. You're like a vampire, genuinely. That's so sick. That's so cool. That's so sick. Also, they asked for. I keep going multiple last questions. They want an ara. Do you know what that is?
I know what that is.
Just say no. You don't have to.
I don't want it.
There you go. Fuck yourself, Joy. I hate it so much. They keep asking me to do it. God, I hate them. Oh.
I think that's a big part of like what makes the difference between doing cosplay or whatever you're doing. Like, I'm sorry, this kind of like went like a railroad like way over here, but like it just, I think like when you brought up about how you thought about cosplayers like doing voices and stuff like that, a lot of people will just think that they have to be able to imitate the character perfectly. But I think what makes cosplay really stand out is making the best parts of you shine through in the thing that made you happy about the character you're doing.
Right.
And I think a lot of that comes from being able to, like, if somebody goes, do the voice, you can go, no. If you know what you're good at, there are people that are really good at it, right? There are people that can really sell it, but it's such a hard thing to nail that if you don't get it right, there's no gray area for it. It's either you're good or you're cringy. You're not gonna, like, get one way or the other. If I practice it, then I can reach that.
The vegetarian doesn't have meat-eating teeth. Whatever
being able to say no is what makes the difference for cosplay and things like that and stuff like this.
Yeah, that shit's gotta be like over 30 fucking... Johnny has gone to 30 conventions and shit doing cosplay. That's gotta be something you gotta learn and pick up. You're clearly like a really talented cosplayer. I'm really glad that I had you on the show. You've got like this insane amount of like cool backstory. I'm glad that I had you on my mini interview show. Like I'm Larry King.
Yeah. Well, I'm really happy because like I said when I was messaging you, I was just like, man, like this is gonna be fun to actually like talk to somebody who's interested in stuff like that or like has things I can relate to. You know?
Plus, it's like we got along great. Fucking, it's not like this isn't gonna be a thing. You get off the show, I'm gonna remove you off Discord. We're never gonna speak again. Like you're cool.
All right, goodbye, peasant.
Yes.
I used you.
Call and delete. But yeah, no. I hope stuff goes fucking great. We'll talk, dude. We gotta play video games or some shit. I don't know. Wait, what games? Do you play?
Well, I love to play a lot of games. The only problem is I haven't been able to play them just because of that whole dance group thing. Like I've had to like blowing up in tandem with this dance group to kind of fill the void during the pandemic for conventions is just kind of like those 3 slots, the third slot being like eating and working like for a living. So
you don't need to work or eat.
That's
just
those
all
things.
side quests. But oh shit, man. Thanks so much for coming on. It's already fucking 1:30 in the morning. I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna go buy a chair with chat, and then I'm gonna probably head to bed. Finally, and get off my.
You can take it off. You can be free.
I'll be free.
But yeah,
it gets more comfortable over time.
What is it? Yeah, if there's anybody in the chat who has like extra questions, I made a little YouTube video just 2 days ago.
That's sick. Go check out Johnny's YouTube. Check out his Instagram. His Ko-fi. Indeed, if you want to support it directly, you gotta put that in the channel links or something in that video. Okay. But
Yeah, no, it's all like all my links and things are in that. It's just at Johnny Bullet Seeds, and you'll find me. If
Fantastic.
you find the one at 30 million views,
that's him. That's him. All right, so we got the mods and stuff posting shit in chat. But all right, I was so cool to talk to you. I'll see you. This is awesome. Have a good one. Peace. Oh, I'll give a
Peace.
cute
Yeah.
pose to. There you go, and that's their screenshots that they got for it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you, man. Peace. See ya.
bye.